What's up, guys? It's crazy how hot you get when you're getting ready for the day. Well, us ladies have all these like hot tools that we have to have by our hair, but my outfit today has a sweater that goes over it and I'm not ready to put it on yet. So I had a really hard time falling asleep last night. I just got that sudden burst of energy when it was time to go to bed. So I ended up watching like random science videos on YouTube till about 4 in the morning. So I wanted to go to the gym this morning and I could not wake up early enough. I didn't wake up crazy late. I woke up at 10:30, but I knew if I went to the gym, I wouldn't have enough time to get ready for what I was doing today, which is my friends Amber and Callie are on their way to pick me up, and we're gonna go out to lunch. And I'm really excited. I haven't seen these girls in so long. This is my friend Callie. I've known her since middle school. Same with Amber here, but you've already met Amber when she came out to California.
Callie, baby.
Met her like a year ago. So we're having lunch at a restaurant called the Victory 44, and I've heard really good things about this place. I heard a chef who's pretty good, like a really good chef, started working here, and it's kind of like the restaurant's in kind of a random spot. But I heard really good things about this place, and the food, they just brought it out, and it seems really, really fancy. Like the soup here had cheese at the bottom, and then he came out with a cup and poured the soup on top. If making the soup right in front of you doesn't say fancy, I don't know what does. And look at Callie has a long plate. And there's Amber's. This food looks pretty good. I'm back at my dad's house now. It was a really short lunch. My friend Amber had to pick up her boyfriend at work in Apple Valley, so she had to drive a little ways, but I had a really fun time. It was nice catching up with them, and we spent most of lunch reminiscing about old stories from high school and growing up. You know, it's funny. I actually never go out with my friends when I'm at my dad's. I'm an adult, but my dad still tells me what I can and I can't do, and you know, I choose to respect his wishes while I'm up here. I am his guest and he is my father, but last year was actually the first time I ever went out at night while I was staying at my dad's house. So I'll ask my dad, I'll be like, hey dad, can I go out to the bar with some friends tonight? And he'll be like, oh no, Nikki, it's too dangerous. You don't need to go out to the bars. And I'd be like, okay, call up my friend, be like, sorry, I can't go. Well, since there's quite a bit of daylight left in the day, my dad and I decided to go to the zoo. We're going to the Como Zoo, and I'm really excited because I haven't been to this zoo in a long time, since I was a kid. The last zoo I went to, I think a year ago when I was up at my dad's house, or maybe it was this summer, not even a year ago. That was the Minnesota Zoo in Apple Valley, and the Como Zoo is a free zoo. I think they just like you to make a donation, and this zoo is in St. Paul? Is it in St. Paul?
St. Paul.
It's in St. Paul. So off we go to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you? Do you know that song, Dad?
What song?
We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about, it's Raffi. You know who Raffi is? He makes all those kid songs.
Nope.
We are here at the Como Zoo. Oh my gosh, like all the memories of my childhood are flooding back to me now. Like I forgot a lot about this place. Over here is this giant conservatory. They have a crap load of plants in there, so I think we're going there first. We're gonna check out all these plants. My dad just said this building has been here since the 1800s. That's a really long time. Just like the last museum that I went to with my dad, first things first, we gotta walk through the gift shop before we go to the exhibits. Stuff for your garden.
Yep.
My dad actually gardens a lot. He has a lot of pretty flowers and vegetables that he gets to eat.
Ready.
I could get this and be one with my reptiles. Maybe they'd speak to me if I was wearing this mask. There, my dad found another safari hat. You gonna get it?
Nope. No.
No? He already has a couple safari hats at home. It's like every day in his life is an adventure. So now we take a stroll through the gardens. It smells good in here. I love the smell of trees and nature. It's nice stuff. I just said it's nice.
Yep.
So if this is called a conservatory, is this all supposed to be like in case plants die in the forest that we can plant them again?
No.
Oh.
Well, this is from all over, Nick. Look at the ferns. These are from all over the world. They're not indigenous to Minnesota.
Geez, we don't need our coats in here because they have climate control for all the plants. I'm like hot now. Temperature shock. It's a pretty fountain. There's all these palm trees in here. That's why it's hot. That room was really warm. I felt like I was back in California. Ooh, pretty. I like orchids. But I can never keep orchids alive. They always die in a couple weeks. Fish! There's koi in here. There's some big koi. Ah, it's even hotter in this one. I'm like so sensitive to temperature changes though. It's not even funny. Like, it feels like 1,000,000 degrees when the temperature changes just a couple, goes a little higher. Look at that weird turtle! Oh my gosh, that's his head? What a funny looking head. My dad is whistling at the birds. Now I know where I get it from, where I try to like imitate every animal that I see. There's birds up here, but these birds were going more like this. Now it's time to check out some animals. I love animals. So primates, first thing, over here. I think like a lot of animals would be out in the winter time because I know they have polar bears here. So the polar bears are probably outside. Got some lemurs in here. Is his eyes really blue too? Oh, they are. I wish they would turn around, but they're not. When we first walked in here, I saw their eyes and they have like the most gorgeous ice blue eyes ever. I'm jealous. I wish I was a lemur. Oh my gosh, these guys come and say hi. Ah! Those are so cool. Oh my gosh, I love these monkeys. Every time I see these kind of monkeys, I just picture like an old prospector. Like, we gotta get down to the mine. I don't know, that was my prospector impression. You silly little monkey. It's not Movember anymore. Oh my gosh, this monkey is going nuts. Whoa. Well, this is where the sea lions would be, but it's winter. I wonder if you can still do this here, but I remember when I was a kid, you could buy like cups full of dead fish and you could actually feed the sea lions. I don't know if you can still do that or not though. I remember they had a sea lion named Sparky, and up until recently, I realized they just kept getting new Sparkies. I was like, I saw on the news that Sparky still does shows here, and I was like, geez, how long do sea lions live? But it's kind of like the class pet. Every time it dies, they get like a new one and name it the same thing. Dad, do you have a favorite animal?
Not really. I like otters.
Sometimes I feel like an otter because I'll pour chips on my tummy and then eat the chips off of my tummy. Look at this pretty lioness. Oh, she's looking over because I said pretty. Giant male lion here, pacing back and forth. Whoa. He's making noises as he moves back and forth. I don't know if he's not happy or what, but his cage is probably way smaller because he's inside because it's winter. Or he could be mad because his girlfriend's in another cage. Whoa, there's a tiger down there. He can still be in the snow. Pretty, look at that snow leopard. You know what? I saw there was an opening for the lion to get to his girlfriend in the other cage. He's probably just pacing because the zoo's about to close in a half hour and they probably feed the animals right after people leave. I spy a polar bear! So I'm walking down so I can get a better shot of him. Oh my gosh, look at him. He loves that barrel. Destroy it. He must love that it's winter. He's so cute, I just want to throw him a Coca-Cola. All right, well, the zoo's about to close. They got on the intercom and said, get the hell out of here. So we're just walking back to the car. I had a lovely time. I really like animals. You guys know that. So the zoo is definitely my cup of tea. I will come to the zoo whenever I can, but I like petting animals better, so it would be cool if I could like go in the cages with them, but some of them could eat me, so that probably won't happen. Did you have a nice day at the zoo, Dad?
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing?
I enjoyed the primates.
Yeah, the primates they had here were really cool. They were all very interactive and would, you know, come and stare at you right next to the glass and put their hands up and stuff. I was like, awesome! We are back at my dad's. So, catching up with friends, and going to the zoo. All in all, I would say that is a pretty good day. So we're gonna call it a night and just watch some TV. So always remember, guys, that I love you, and stay tuned for more vlogs. Mwah!